Jamelle, when you found out you weren't starting, what did you think? And you came off the bench and you kind of pulled them back in the game. They were trailing 12-4.
I wouldn't say I pulled the team back into the game because they were playing well from the jump. It was a high-intensity game, a huge game, top 25 team. But Coach P had told me before the game that he felt as though I wasn't playing hard enough, which is understandable. And obviously I responded in a great way. So it was a great win.
What's it do for you when you respond and you see yourself having what might be your best career?
It's always great to have a great game. But like I said, my teammates are the one that I fed off today. Obviously, I came off the bench, so when I came into the game, it was a high-intensity game. I'm always a high-energy kind of guy, and I just fed off that, and we ran from it. We ran from there.
What was the difference in the second half? You guys were down like 7 or whatever it was, and then all of a sudden you guys just took off.
Thought we came out in the second half with a lot more intensity, pretty much, and we just laid it on them. And the coach really emphasized pushing the ball. And like he said, we could run on them. Like they're a great team, but our running game is like getting a lot better. We have J-Hill running straight to the rim. So basically, we just pushed the ball, and that really opened things up, and then kept pressuring the ball on defense.
Jordan, can we safely say now the big three has become the big four?
Yeah. After the night, Jamelle came out here. He didn't start, but he was on the bench. He was amped. He was ready to get on the floor. He got his chance, got on the floor, and just did what he had to do.
What does that do for the team adding another major weapon?
It gives us more confidence, as we go on. But we still got to go out there and fight every day, every game. Doesn't matter who it is. We got to go attack our opponents. It doesn't matter if they top 100 team or top 3 team. We just got to go out there and just fight every day.
Jamelle, you had 8 offensive rebounds every week. Is that just getting to the basket and focusing on doing that, or are you doing anything different?
Before I answer that question, Fogg had a hell of a game too, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. He was a great 5 today, but the coaches told me that I was pretty decent at offensive rebounding. They kept reiterating that to me over and over, and obviously today it was one of the main things that got my offense going. My teammates penetrated well, which kind of freed me up because the defense was so focused on chase tonight. They didn't want to let them get going, which was great for the rest of the guys because we actually got a chance to just play the game, and we went from there on. We just kept rolling.
Jamelle, was Kansas as good as UNLV?
Kansas was a better team, but UNLV, they just came to dog us out. That was their main objective from the beginning of the game. We had snuck one in last year from them. But Kansas fought hard. They're a young team just as we are with a great coach. But I guess Coach P outcoached his old self.
Jordan, we haven't really talked a lot about it, but your defense against High a couple of weeks ago and tonight, it has kind of gone unnoticed, but you're holding guys 10 points, 10 rebounds below their average. What's different about your defense this year?
Having quick feet, or stop trying to block every shot. Just keep my hands straight up. Make it difficult for them to shoot over. I got a long reach, so it's gonna be hard for them to shoot over my reach. And just try to keep, play better defense. Try not to block every shot, and just, basically it comes down with quick feet.
I guess kind of separately, you can't win without defense. The past couple of big wins, you guys have kind of proven that in the second half. And you turn up the notch in intensity. Why is this a time that it takes so long to get that notch turned up a little bit?
I can't answer that one, but I try my best. But it's just when we come out, we might get a little too amped and start making mistakes, And then once we settle down, we just come out in the second half and just we'll settle down in the locker room, talk, and just come out here and just fight, but calm down and do the right thing and chill out, man. You answer them?
No, I'm good.
Oh, well,
I love coming to media with Jay Hill.
Kyle, this is one of the games where when you guys are getting on the schedule, you're playing Kansas.
Yeah, definitely. I've been excited to play them from the beginning of the season. Watching them win the national championship last year, I knew they were going to be a great team. They're a great team today, but we brought our A game, played well.
Jamelle, after the Gonzaga game was an emotional win, and you guys had a bad game against UNLV, what do you need to do to be more consistent and maybe build off of this one today instead of having that?
I wouldn't say necessarily we had a bad game against UNLV. They shot the lights off, and we didn't rotate as well that game. But I feel like we actually played pretty well considering how bad we shot from the floor. But tonight's twin manager is great. First off, we played well no matter who we played, that they were a top 25 team. And then going into break, with the W at home is always a great team around. So everyone's going to go on break and come back ready to work against Weber State.
Would that have spoiled your Christmas? You guys had to go home for a couple days and think about a loss?
Yeah. My Christmas is ruined. I can't even go home because the airport snowed out in Seattle, so I'm stuck in good old Tucson.
Really for the whole time?
Yeah. It's only 2 days.
When your coach said something to you about questioning your intensity, or is that what it was? And as a man, how do you take that? I mean, is that a challenge? Was it an affront to you? Was it a wake-up call? What was it?
Yeah, I mean, we have a group, we have a staff who holds people accountable, and they'll call you out in front of everyone no matter who you are, whether they're the big three, Brandon Lavender in practice. So they don't really care who you are. I obviously took that as a challenge today, but more so my teammates allowed me to just play within the flow of the game, and everything happened to go that way, and we came out with a great win.
What were they doing on Chase?
Obviously, they keyed on him. It was kind of, they had Morningstar just chasing him around, not the most athletic guy, but he was kind of nagging him. And the great thing that I got to give credit to Chase is he didn't pressure, he didn't push. It just shows his maturity as a player. He allowed the rest of the guys to just keep playing.
How about that dunk by Chase?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Is this a type of game we can expect from you, Jamelle? Do you feel like you're capable of, night in and night out?
I hope so. I hope that we play like this every single night. We're going to finally get past that first round curse in the NCAA tournament. That's far down the road, but first we want to get back 10.
I'm sorry, could you see yourself coming off the bench now, being the sixth guy?
That'll be something me and the coaches talk about. I actually got to sit back and watch the game, which was really nice, to see how the flow was. So you never know.
But they're looking for somebody to spark up the bench, get some production somehow.
Right. I mean, I got to leave that up to the coaches. Coach Don Labresi and Pendle. So.
You talked about it was kind of a hard-fought game, but when you came in, they were up by like 12-4, and you pretty much got them going. Was this the most emotional you came into a game?
I want to say San Diego State was probably the most emotional because those were my guys from we were yay high. But tonight, the game was great intensity from the beginning of the game and continued on throughout the game. So I'm just going to say I fed off of that.
Did you agree with the coaches that maybe your intensity wasn't there before? I mean, was this sort of something that really set home when they did say that?
Well, it came down to a point where I didn't have a choice. I was definitely coming off the bench. So from there on, you just got to say, this is what I need to do to stay on the floor or to get my starting spot.
Jamelle, how do you guys deal with expectations? Gonzaga, high, last week not so high, and then again high again, up and down.
I'm gonna let Fogg take that one. He's been kind of quiet.
I think we just got to keep our intensity up. After the Gonzaga game, I think we lowered our intensity a little bit, and I think we could have just kept it higher. And I think next game, Weber State, we're going to be ready to get a W and be ready to go out that hard so we don't have another UNLV loss.
Are there any other questions for the guys?
Yeah, guys, what are your Christmas plans?
Basketball, NBA. There's like 3 games on. That'll be it. And I'll pass out on the couch. Mr. Hill?
Food.
Well, I've got a flight tomorrow morning at 9:15, so I'm gonna get there a little early, and I'm gonna go ahead and fly home to Orange County, and I'll get picked up from the airport by my mom probably, and I haven't seen her in a while, so I'll say hi, I'll give her hugs and kisses, and then after that we'll probably get like a bite to eat, and then I'll say hi to. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Get on, man. All right, guys, thank you.